live at the MC Newsroom Manila, news with no manufactured stories, delivering nothing but the truth. This is The Source. Good evening. For the news headlines, Duterte threatens to arrest ombudsman officials. Trump administration announces new travel restrictions. Henry Bolton elected as new leader of United Kingdom. Cops in drug slaves seek church protection. For the sports news, Kobe Paras sees Gilas surviving even lacking of imports. For the show business, Cheryl Cole makes a runway return sensational. Duterte threatens to arrest ombudsman officials. For the details, here's Georgia Limpo.
President Rodrigo Duterte threatens to arrest the officials from the office of the ombudsman if they fail to cooperate with the commission that he plans to create to probe the body investigating the chief executive's wealth. Duterte said that he would form a commission that could look into all allegations of anomalies and partiality in the anti-graft agency. This was after the ombudsman announced to conduct a fact-finding probe into the alleged billions that Duterte's family supposedly owned. Meanwhile, the ombudsman stated that if the president has nothing to hide, he has nothing to fear. The fact-finding probe stemmed from a case filed by Senator Antonio Liana, one of Duterte's vocal critics, alleging that the first family had written wealth. Live from Malacanang, this is Georgia Limpo reporting.
Henry Bolton elected as new leader of United Kingdom. Quia for the details.
Independence Party Henry Bolton has elected as the new leader of the United Kingdom Independence Party. This was announced last September 29, Friday afternoon, after a bitter contest that tweeted to tear the party apart. The little-known candidate beat the two front-runners in the contest, anti-Islam campaigner Anne-Marie Waters and London Assembly member Peter Whittle, to win with 3,874 votes. Henry Bolton called on the party to unite behind him and to allow him to deliver its aims. A former soldier and then police officer, Henry Bolton later worked for the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe and other international organizations in places including Kosovo and Macedonia. Live from UK, this is Quia reporting.
Cops in drug slaves seek church protection. Argilyne Lastrilla for the report.
Police officers want to disclose their participation in summary executions in President Rodrigo Duterte's war on drugs have persuaded their protection from the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines last Monday.
More than 3,800 people have been killed by police in drug raids since President Duterte launched his war on drugs after taking office in June last year. The Duterte administration has accused the Western governments of interfering in the Philippines' domestic affairs, but has said it is open to an investigation.
Although Malacanang has set conditions for allowing probe, including a public debate between the UN Special Rapporteur for summary executions and extrajudicial killings, Agnes Calder-Ward and President Duterte. This has been Argilyne Lastrilla reporting.
Trump administration announces new travel restrictions. Here's Nino Villareal for the report.
The Trump administration has unveiled new travel restrictions on certain foreigners from Chad, Iran, Libya, North Korea, Somalia, Syria, Yemen, and Venezuela as a replacement to a central portion of its controversial travel ban signed earlier this year. In a statement Sunday night, the White House called the new restrictions a critical step towards establishing an immigration system that protects American safety and security in an era of dangerous terrorism and transnational crime. For the last 3 months, the administration used an executive order to ban foreign nationals from 6 Muslim-majority countries, including Iran, Syria, Libya, Somalia, Yemen, and Sudan, from entering the U.S. unless they have a bona fide relationship with a person or entity in the country. Further, the travel of several non-Muslim majority nations, including North Korea and Venezuela, will be broadly suspended, while in other cases, travelers will have to undergo enhanced screening and vetting requirements. The U.S. Supreme Court is set to hear arguments on the legality of the travel ban next month. Live from Washington, D.C., this is Nino Villareal, The Source.
For the sports news, Oviparas sees Gilas Pilipinas surviving even lacking of imports. Here's Lona Mae Dagante for your report.
Young Pinoy hoop star Kobe Perez believes that Gilas Pilipinas can be successful even without naturalized players in the International Basketball Federation FIBA World Cup qualifiers starting on November.
The 19-year-old high-flying California State Northridge player said the Philippine team displayed a solid game in the FIBA Asian Cup in Beirut, Lebanon last month, even without naturalized center Andre Blatch, who chose to escape the tournament for security reasons. Perez posted 14 points in a perfect 6 of 6, shooting from the field in Gilas' 94-55 win over Indonesia in the gold medal match.
Despite his impressive performance in the two-year meet, Perez said he would continue to work hard to improve his overall game. This is Lona Mae Dagante, The Source.
For the show business, Jaira Mondez makes a runway return sensational. Here's Liana Delos Santos for the report.
In her first runway show for the beauty brand and her first major work appearance since becoming a mom, Cheryl stunned the event. The former Girls Aloud star, who is an ambassador for the brand, was joined by the likes of Dame Helen Mirren, Jane Fonda, Judson Cruz, Irina Shayk, and Barbara Calvin as she hit the runway at the star-studded event. The new mom showed off her incredible post-baby figure in a silky satin dress with revealing lace panels which flashed her flesh. The star's voluminous hair shone as she strutted down the runway, looking like a pro on the catwalk. The 34-year-old flashed her smile on Avenue des Champs Elysees, which had been transformed for the event. This has been Liana de los Santos for The Source.
And there you have the stories that gathered quickly and truthfully. This has been your anchor, Jaira Mondez, The Source. Your news, our business.